I don't think I sang it very much. It was maybe 3 or 4 takes, but whatever, I just felt really emotional. It's never pleasant to sing and cry.
Lisa Marie Presley was born into one of the most renowned families on the planet, the only child of Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. From the moment she was born, her life was under intense scrutiny, with the world watching and hoping she would follow in her father's legendary footsteps. While being Elvis's daughter brought fame, it also came with tremendous pressure, heartache, and inner turmoil. When Lisa Marie died suddenly in early 2023 at the age of 54, fans across the globe were devastated. The news was shocking, and heartfelt tributes poured in. She was remembered not only as Elvis's daughter, but also as a strong woman who had weathered many storms. However, something about her death felt unsettling. Months later, the autopsy report revealed a horrifying truth that the world wasn't prepared to face. To understand the significance of Lisa Marie's life and death, we must look at her journey, a life full of music, love, and loss. She was born on February 1, 1968, in Memphis, Tennessee, just 9 months after her parents, Elvis and Priscilla Presley, were married. As the sole child of Elvis, Lisa Marie grew up in the constant spotlight. When her parents divorced in 1973, she stayed with her mother in Los Angeles but frequently visited her father at Graceland. After Elvis's death in 1977, 9-year-old Lisa Marie inherited his estate, which passed fully to her on her 25th birthday in 1993, then valued at around $100 million. In 2004, she sold most of Elvis Presley Enterprises but retained ownership of his legacy. Lisa Marie's musical journey began in earnest in the early 2000s. Her debut album, To Whom It May Concern, released in 2003, reached number 5 on the Billboard charts. She wrote most of the songs herself. Her second album, Now What, 2005, included more personal lyrics and rock reinterpretations, with Pink guest starring on one track. In 2007, she released a duet version of In the Ghetto with her father's archival vocals, with proceeds going to a New Orleans housing project. She sang it on The Oprah Winfrey Show with the Harlem Gospel Choir. Her third album, Storm and Grace, 2012, was praised for its raw and soulful sound and was produced by T-Bone Burnett, who said Elvis would have been proud. In 2018, she recorded a gospel duet with her father, Where No One Stands Alone. Her daughter, Riley Keough, completed Lisa Marie's memoir From Here to the Great Unknown, which was released posthumously in October 2024, giving fans a final glimpse into her tumultuous and passionate life. Lisa Marie lived in the shadow of Elvis's enduring fame. Even decades after his death, Elvis Presley remained a towering figure in music history, with over 500 million records sold globally. He achieved 38 top 10 hits in the U.S., 36 according to Billboard, 17 or 18 number 1 hits depending on the chart metrics, and 79 to 80 weeks atop the charts, just behind Mariah Carey. In the UK, Elvis held records for 21 number 1 singles and 76 top 10 hits. He also dominated in albums, with 129 entries on the Billboard 200 and the most weeks spent at number 1 for a solo artist, 67, a record recently surpassed by Taylor Swift. He had 13 number 1 albums in the UK, thanks in part to posthumous releases like If I Can Dream and The Wonder of You. The RIAA credits Elvis with 146.5 million certified album sales in the U.S., including 101 gold, 57 platinum, and 25 multi-platinum albums. He received numerous accolades long after his death, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2018, and even had a spider named after him, Peridania Presleyi. In her personal life, Lisa Marie opened up in the 2005 TV film Elvis by the Presleys, which offered her perspective on the Presley family legacy. From 2010 to 2016, she lived in a historic 15th-century manor in Rotherfield, East Sussex, England, near the Church of Scientology's UK base. Lisa Marie candidly shared her struggles, including a difficult childhood and the challenges of fame. She married musician Danny Keough on October 3, 1988, at the Scientology Celebrity Center in Los Angeles after dating for 3 years. They honeymooned on a Scientology cruise ship. Lisa Marie later said she regretted an early abortion during their marriage. The couple had 2 children, Riley Keough, born in 1989, and Benjamin Storm Keough, born in 1992 under the Scientology practice of silent birth. Lisa and Danny divorced in 1994, though they remained close. In fact, Danny played bass in her band and lived in her guest house in later years. Despite their separation, Lisa Marie always called him her best friend. Lisa Marie's life took a tragic turn when her son Benjamin died by suicide in 2020 at the age of 27, a loss from which she never fully recovered. Her bond with Danny remained strong, and they supported each other through the grief. Riley, their daughter, married Ben Smith Peterson in 2015 and gave birth to a daughter, Tupelo, in 2022, bringing Lisa Marie joy in her later years. After divorcing Danny, Lisa Marie shocked the world by marrying pop icon Michael Jackson on May 26, 1994, just 20 days after her divorce. Interestingly, Danny's brother, Thomas Keogh, was an official witness. Lisa Marie had met Michael as a child at one of his concerts but reconnected with him in 1992. She publicly supported him during allegations of abuse, saying she believed he was innocent and felt she could help save him. She encouraged him to settle his legal issues out of court and enter rehab. Lisa Marie Presley appeared in the music video for Michael Jackson's song You Are Not Alone, which was directed by Wayne Isham. However, their marriage didn't last long. In January 1996, Lisa Marie filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. According to Michael's makeup artist, Karen Fay, it was actually Michael who initially wanted the divorce, but Lisa Marie asked him not to go through with it. The very next day, Michael found out that she had filed instead. Despite the divorce, they continued their on-and-off relationship for around 4 years. During this time, Lisa Marie often traveled across the globe to be with him. When Michael tragically passed away in 2009 at age 50, Lisa Marie was devastated, describing herself as shattered. In a 2010 interview with Oprah Winfrey, she discussed their tumultuous relationship, explaining how they kept breaking up and getting back together. She described how powerfully drawn she was to him, saying she always wanted to be around him and had never felt that way about anyone else. Lisa Marie remained deeply attached to Michael, even after his death, staying by his coffin longer than anyone else. In 2014, she told the Sydney Morning Herald that their connection was intense and powerful, and she believed that outside influences caused many of their issues. Perhaps, she said, they might not have divorced if left alone. In her 2024 memoir From Here to the Great Unknown, she revealed she had never been that happy again, referring to her relationship with Michael Jackson. Lisa Marie later met musician John Osajka in May 1999, and they quickly got engaged shortly before Christmas. However, by March 2001, she had called off the engagement. Around that time, she met actor Nicolas Cage at a party, even while still involved with Osajka. Lisa and Nicolas began dating and eventually married on August 10, 2002, in Kamula, Hawaii. But their marriage was extremely short-lived. Just over 3 months later, Cage filed for divorce on November 25, 2002, and the divorce wasn't finalized until May 24, 2004. Despite the brief marriage, their union attracted significant media attention due to their celebrity status. Lisa Marie's private life, especially her relationships, had always been under intense public scrutiny, and her experiences with Osajka and Cage were no different. Her fourth marriage was to Michael Lockwood, her guitarist and music producer, on January 22, 2006, in Kyoto, Japan. Interestingly, her ex-husband Danny Keogh served as the best man. In March 2008, she announced she was pregnant, and on October 7, she gave birth via C-section to twin girls, Harper and Finley, in Thousand Oaks, California. Lisa Marie enjoyed a quieter life with her family in Cowdray Manor, Rotherfield, East Sussex, England. However, by 2016, she initiated divorce proceedings against Lockwood after 10 years of marriage. The situation became complicated in early 2017 when Lisa alleged that she found disturbing content on Michael's computer. Their children were temporarily placed in the care of her mother, Priscilla Presley. A police investigation into over 80 electronic devices turned up no evidence of a crime, and the case was eventually closed. Lisa and Michael's divorce was officially finalized on May 26, 2021. In 2022, Lisa Marie found herself at the center of a family controversy over the film Priscilla, directed by Sofia Coppola and based on her mother's book. Lisa Marie was deeply upset with how her father, Elvis Presley, was portrayed in the film, feeling it painted him as manipulative and predatory, which she believed was completely false. What hurt her even more was that her mother fully supported the film. Lisa Marie considered speaking out publicly against the movie, despite the discomfort it might cause within the family. She stated that defending her father's legacy was more important than keeping quiet for the sake of family harmony. Her response showed how committed she was to preserving the image of Elvis as a good man and loving father, rather than just a famous icon. It also illustrated the complexity of turning personal family history into a Hollywood production. In 2018, Lisa Marie allegedly borrowed $3.8 million using Graceland as collateral. By 2024, a company claimed she had defaulted on the loan and attempted to auction off the iconic estate, causing panic among Elvis fans and the Presley family. However, Lisa Marie's daughter, Riley Keough, challenged the foreclosure in court, arguing that the loan documents were fraudulent and that her mother never took the loan. The court took the claims seriously and halted the auction. Further investigation revealed the company trying to take Graceland was not a legitimate entity. Thanks to Riley's swift legal action, the court protected Graceland from being sold, showcasing her dedication to safeguarding her family's legacy. Lisa Marie Presley was closely associated with the Church of Scientology for much of her life, like many other celebrities. She attended Scientology events and openly supported its causes, including its staunch opposition to psychiatric medication for children. She even received a humanitarian award from a Scientology-linked organization. Lisa Marie was outspoken in her beliefs, criticizing the use of antidepressants in children and aligning herself with the Church's views. However, by 2016, she began distancing herself from Scientology. Though she never disclosed all the details, it became clear she no longer agreed with the Church's teachings or practices. Her departure marked a significant shift, showing she was willing to evolve, even if it meant leaving behind something that had been a big part of her identity. Throughout her life, Lisa Marie struggled with numerous personal issues. After giving birth to her twin daughters in 2008, she was prescribed painkillers, which led to a growing addiction. In her posthumous memoir From Here to the Great Unknown, she revealed that at the height of her dependency, she was taking up to 80 pills a day. Her daughter Riley Keough, who completed the memoir after Lisa's death, shared that the addiction began as pain management after her C-section and eventually led to hospitalizations and court-ordered rehab. In the weeks leading up to her death in January 2023, Lisa Marie reportedly relapsed, combining an extreme weight loss regimen with opioid use. The tragic suicide of her son Benjamin Keough in 2020 deeply affected her. In her memoir, she shared that she kept his body at home for 2 months, unable to let him go, and lived with overwhelming guilt, blaming herself every day. These personal struggles, often played out in the public eye, highlighted both the challenges she faced and the strength she showed in confronting them. Lisa Marie Presley's financial journey was equally turbulent.